We got a problem.
With the first pick in the 1999 NBA draft, the Chicago Bulls select Elton Brand from Duke University.
Well, you're dealing with a guy who's 6'8", who has a reach of 9'2". So he is a great back-to-the-basket post-up shooter. He shot 62% this year from Duke. He's got all of the moves with his back to the basket, and he can hit that 15 to 17-foot shot on the baseline. An excellent pick, a quality person.
I walked into a recreation center in Washington, just leisurely watching games, and Elton Brand was in there working. I walked into a weight room in Washington. Elton Brand was in there lifting. I think that's a great choice, and I think he's going to be tremendous.
Fourth pick in the 2000 NBA draft, the Chicago Bulls select Marcus Fizer from Iowa State University.
Well, the way I look at it, Ernie, is that they're saying that they'll play him at the small forward position opposite Brand. The reason is he's 6'7", 250. He's not a great rebounder. He can low post you. Now, when you play the triangle offense, all the positions are interchangeable. This guy can score, and he can put the ball on the floor. He's got a terrific game, 15 to 18 feet. So in the triangle, when you're interchangeable, this is a solid pick for them because this guy is a proven scorer.
With the second pick in the 2001 NBA draft, the Los Angeles Clippers select Tyson Chandler from Dominguez High School in Compton, California.
6'11 and a half, 224 pounds, 18 years old, out of Compton, California. Led his team to the state title. All these guys have these rather inflated numbers: 26 points, 15 rebounds, 8 blocks a game. Team was #1 in the nation as a junior, and Tyson Chandler makes it the second straight high schooler to go here in the 2001 draft.
With the fourth pick in the 2001 NBA draft, the Chicago Bulls select Eddie Curry from Thornwood High School in South Holland, Illinois.
Very safe pick. Well, he's going to obviously an area he's familiar with, and that's one of the advantages that I think he and Chandler would have. They will have their support group that supported them throughout their career still with them. But what interested me about these first 4 picks, these are the guys that you really hadn't seen on a daily basis.
Draft, the Chicago Bulls select Jay Williams from Duke University.
I think he's going to be terrific. He's as good in screen and roll as any college player that I've seen in a long time. And I think his strength is going to really help him.
The upside is the fact that he shoots so well and that he has NBA range. A big factor for him that is going to have to be corrected will be in the lane. Can he make the plays, cut down on the turnovers, and then finish in traffic?
With the 7th pick in the 2003 NBA draft, the Chicago Bulls select Kirk Heinrich of Kansas University.
shot over 50% for his career at Kansas, over 45% from three, over 80% of his free throws. But what I love about Kirk Hinrich, he attacks in transition. He can run all day, and he has graded out as the best defender among these guards outside of Dwayne Wade. I think Dwayne Wade, a more versatile defender that can guard more positions. When he's gone straight up against point guards and two guards, he has graded out very well in all of his workouts, an outstanding defender.
With the third pick in the 2004 NBA draft, the Chicago Bulls select Ben Gordon from the University of Connecticut.
And it's a fair question, Tom, whether he can play the point, but I think in today's NBA, how many true point guards are there out there? Well, maybe a handful, half a dozen. Ben Gordon is a dynamic and explosive scorer. He's only 6'1" without his shoes on, but he's got a 6'8" wingspan, and he is explosive and quick. I love him as a player. He can score points, he can guard, he can rebound, and he can also pass the ball. He just needs to make better decisions with it.
With the seventh pick in the 2004 NBA draft, the Phoenix Suns select Luol Deng from Duke University.
He's versatile, he knows how to play. He's long enough that he can overcome a lack of athleticism. He's a decent athlete, but not a great athlete. But with his length, he can stay on the floor, and he's quick enough to get by people, but he doesn't have blow-by ability.
He is not one of the best Duke players to come in the draft, but now a dozen Duke players have been taken in the history of the lottery era more than any other school. And Dick Vitale, you get a chance to see Duke a lot and Luol Deng a lot.
With the 13th pick in the 2006 NBA draft, the Philadelphia 76ers select Thabo Sefolosha from Switzerland.
Meeting with the commissioner from Switzerland, actually born in South Africa.
With the 9th pick in the 2007 NBA draft, the Chicago Bulls draft Joakim Noah from the University of Florida. With the first pick in the 2008 NBA draft, the Chicago Bulls select Derrick Rose from the University of Memphis.
Well, first two, he's a winner. We talked about winning 38 games, getting the NCAA championship game last year, but he is not used to losing. And one of the, I thought, the really neat things about Derrick Rose last year is his coach, John Calipari, had to talk him into being more assertive. He was deferring to his older teammates. He's a world-class athlete, a prototype point guard in the NBA. He's got great strength, unbelievable in transition. I really like his ability to get into the lane, whether in half-court or full-court situation, absorb a bump, and creatively finish with strength and athleticism. I mean, he can just get up and finish. He can dunk with his elbows when they throw him a lob. I think he's the real thing. He's not a consistent shooter, Jeff, but I think he's going to get that because his shot mechanics are good, and he's such a great athlete.
With the 16th pick in the 2009 NBA draft, the Chicago Bulls select James Johnson from Wake Forest University. James is not here.
James Johnson, 6'8", 257 pounds. Jay Billis, when you look at this guy at Wake Forest, what did you see as a player?
Well, he's got a great touch. I think he's more of a four that can face up rather than a three-man. When he did play, he was usually guarded by fours. He's a very good athlete.
With the 26th pick in the 2009 NBA draft, the Chicago Bulls select Taj Gibson from the University of Southern California.
Well, he's long-armed, He's 6'10", but he's got a wingspan of about 7'4". He's a shot blocker, he's a very good rebounder, and a very good offensive rebounder. You'd consider him a little bit of an undersized, from a strength standpoint, power forward. Doesn't carry a lot of weight, but he is a good post defender, and we mentioned the fact that he can challenge shots and block shots, and he doesn't need the ball to play. He'll run the floor, he works hard. Not a great athlete, but his length helps make up for that. I think he's got to improve his ability to hit a face-up jump shot, but he's a hard worker and a really good kid. I think he's a good addition to any team.
With the 23rd pick in the 2011 NBA Draft, the Houston Rockets select Nikola Mirotic from Podgorica, Montenegro. He last played for Real Madrid in Spain. In the 2011 draft, the Chicago Bulls select Jimmy Butler from Marquette University. This is the end of the first round, and I want to thank all of you fans for your enthusiasm, and I want to thank Prudential Center for its hospitality. The second round of the 2011 NBA Draft will be conducted by NBA Deputy Commissioner Adam Silver. With the 29th pick in the 2012 NBA Draft, the Chicago Bulls select Marcus Teague from the University of Kentucky. With the 20th pick in the 2013 NBA Draft, the Chicago Bulls select Tony Snell from the University of New Mexico.
He does. He's a shooter. Tony Snell comes off of screens and he knocks shots down. And he's 6'7", but he's got a wingspan of 6'11".
With the 11th pick in the 2014 NBA Draft, the Denver Nuggets select Doug McDermott from Creighton University.
I think he'll fare very well. I mean, he's the best and most versatile scorer in this draft, and he's not just a shooter. I mean, I think he can rival Nick Stauskas as a shooter. I favor Stauskas a little bit in the game of horse, but this guy is crafty. He knows how to get open. He knows how to use his body. He's big and strong, and he's a far superior athlete.
With the 22nd pick in the 2015 NBA Draft, the Chicago Bulls select Bobby Portis from the University of Arkansas.
Bobby Portis, the SEC Player of the Year, mentored since he was a young player by Big Nasty Corliss Williamson, also a former Arkansas Razorback. Now Bobby Portis, after a season in which he averaged 17 points and nearly 9 rebounds per game for the Hogs, goes on to start his pro career with the Bulls.
With the 14th pick in the 2016 NBA Draft, the Chicago Bulls select Denzel Valentine from Michigan State University.
The AP National Player of the Year, averaged 19 points, nearly 8 assists, better than 7 rebounds. In some quarters, we read all the reports. There have been some concern about Denzel's knees. Obviously, the Bulls not concerned about them. Chicago Bulls.
With the 7th pick in the 2017 NBA Draft, the Minnesota Timberwolves select Lauri Markkanen from Jyväskylä, Finland, and the University of Arizona.
And Lauri Markkanen becomes the first Finnish-born player ever to be drafted in the first round. His dad, Pekka, played a season at Kansas and played overseas. They are getting a fabulous Finn, who is the best shooting big man in the draft. He's got a high, quick release. He's a pick-and-pop terror. He averaged over a point per possession in 11 different offensive categories and 1.2 points per possession in pick-and-pop. That is outstanding.
With the 7th pick in the 2018 NBA Draft, the Chicago Bulls select Wendell Carter Jr. from Duke University.
I would not differ with that at all. Wendell Carter Jr. is an absolute workhorse. He is strong. He is an outstanding rebounder that always goes after the ball with both hands. He's a two-handed rebounder. In the post, he's effective over either shoulder. He's got a very smooth shooting stroke. He shoots 74% from the free throw line and can step away and knock down a perimeter jumper.
22nd pick in the 2018 NBA Draft, the Chicago Bulls select Chandler Hutchison from Boise State University. With the 7th pick in the 2019 NBA Draft, the Chicago Bulls select Kobe White from the University of North Carolina.
Transition is his game, end-to-end speed. Roy Williams, his coach at North Carolina, said he was the fastest point guard he's coached since Ty Lawson, and that is saying something. And look at that hair in transition as he goes from end to end. He can also shoot it. He's a very good shooter with a quick release. I do think he needs to get better at shooting it off the bounce.
With the 4th pick in the 2020 NBA Draft, the Chicago Bulls select Patrick Williams from Florida State University.
Woo. At Florida State, he's put a number of mature, hard-working guys into the league. Patrick Williams will be the next one. Perhaps you could say that Patrick Williams is a guy whose career is about to go into full bloom.